We are counting down the 10 most mind-blowing geography facts that make Indonesia unlike any country on Earth. From nation-sized distances and thousands of hidden islands to volcanoes, rainforests, and other features that almost seem impossible, this list is packed with extremes you will not see anywhere else. Which fact will take the top spot as Indonesia's most unbelievable natural wonder? Let's begin, starting with number 10. In the 10th place, measured from Sabang in Aceh to Merauke in Papua, Indonesia stretches nearly 5,300 kilometers. That is wider than the entire width of the continental United States, which tops out at about 4,800 kilometers from coast to coast. This single fact shatters the image of Indonesia as just a scattering of small islands. If you could lay Indonesia's islands in a straight line, their combined length would wrap around the Earth more than 3 times. The sheer east-west distance means Indonesia covers 3 time zones and stretches across almost 1/8 of the globe's circumference, a nation so wide it is almost hard to believe. Number 9. Indonesia is the world's largest archipelago, officially home to 18,307 islands according to the latest National Registry. Out of this staggering total, only about 6,000 are inhabited, leaving thousands untouched and wild. The sheer scale is almost impossible to picture. If you tried to visit one island every single day, it would take 47 years without ever repeating a stop. These islands range from sprawling land masses like Sumatra and Java to tiny specks of sand that vanish at high tide. This immense collection of islands forms the backbone of Indonesia's unmatched shoreline diversity. In 8th place, Indonesia's coastline stretches for more than 54,700 kilometers, long enough to circle the equator and still have thousands of kilometers to spare. This immense shoreline ranks 3rd longest in the world after Canada and Norway. The country's coasts are anything but uniform. Black volcanic sands line parts of Sumatra and Bali, while sheer limestone cliffs rise from the sea in Sulawesi. Coral reefs fringe countless small islands, and sprawling mangrove forests protect low-lying shores in Kalimantan and Papua. All this diversity comes from Indonesia's position at the collision point of major tectonic plates, constantly reshaping its land and sea boundaries. Number 7. Lake Toba is more than just a scenic body of water in northern Sumatra. It is the remnant of one of the most cataclysmic events in Earth's history. Around 74,000 years ago, a supervolcano erupted here with a force that defies imagination. Scientists estimate the blast ejected 3,800 cubic kilometers of material, carving out a caldera over 100 kilometers long and 30 kilometers wide. The eruption reached a volcanic explosivity index of 8, the highest on the scale, blanketing much of South Asia in ash and sending aerosols high into the atmosphere. Some theories once argued that this eruption triggered a global volcanic winter and drove early humans to the brink of extinction. But archaeological evidence now suggests our ancestors endured even this disaster. Today, the caldera is filled by Lake Toba, stretching more than 1,100 square kilometers, making it the largest volcanic lake on the planet. In its center sits Samosir Island, a landmass so large it feels like a world within a world, an island in a lake on an island in the middle of an archipelago. Batak communities have lived along Toba's shores for centuries, building a culture shaped by the memory and majesty of this ancient supervolcano. The landscape here is a living reminder of the explosive forces that continue to shape Indonesia's interior. Number 6. Lake Matano plunges to a staggering depth of 590 meters, making it the deepest lake found on any island in the world. To put that in perspective, its waters could easily swallow the Empire State Building with room to spare. The lake bottom sits an astonishing 373 meters below sea level, hidden within a rift carved by ancient tectonic forces that continue to shape Sulawesi's landscape. Unlike the explosive drama of volcanic calderas, Matano's abyss is silent, cold, and mysterious, its true scale only revealed through detailed bathymetric surveys and geological mapping. This freshwater chasm stands as Indonesia's quietest extreme, a reminder that not all of the country's natural wonders announce themselves with fire and ash. Number 5, Indonesia stands as the most volcanically active country on Earth, with more than 130 volcanoes currently monitored for eruptions. This extraordinary concentration is no accident. The archipelago sits right along the Pacific Ring of Fire, where the Indo-Australian and Eurasian plates collide in a slow, messy zipper of subduction. The result is a landscape constantly reshaped by fire and ash. In 2024 alone, eruptions from peaks like Ruang and Lewatobi forced tens of thousands of people to evacuate, a rhythm of upheaval that has become part of daily life for millions. Yet the same forces that bring destruction also give life. Volcanic ash weaves through the soils of Java, creating some of the world's most fertile farmland. Rice terraces cascade down volcano flanks, their emerald layers fed by minerals erupted from the earth. New islands like Anak Krakatau emerge from the sea, reminders that Indonesia's surface is still being built, one eruption at a time. The country's volcanoes are both threat and promise, a geological powerhouse that anchors Indonesia's position at the very center of planetary change. Number 4, Puncak Jaya rises nearly 5,000 meters above the rainforests of Papua, defying every expectation of what belongs near the equator. At its summit, remnants of ancient glaciers cling to the rock, patches of snow and ice less than 4 degrees south of the equator, where most imagine only tropical heat. This is the highest point on any island in the world, and for decades it was famous for its equatorial ice. But the white cap is vanishing. Since 1936, Puncak Jaya's glaciers have lost about 80% of their area. Satellite images from NASA and the GLIMS project reveal a relentless retreat, with the ice shrinking by 1 to 2 meters every year. Local porters and guides whose families have crossed these slopes for generations recall a time when the ice blocked their paths and covered entire valleys. Now they walk over bare stone where snow once lingered. Scientists warn that at the current rate, the last of these glaciers could disappear before 2040, erasing a rare piece of Earth's climate history. Puncak Jaya stands as a paradox, tropical ice melting away in a warming world. Its story is a stark reminder that even the most improbable wonders are not immune to change. Coming to the top 3, Indonesia anchors the heart of the Coral Triangle, holding about 18% of the world's coral reefs, covering more than 50,000 square kilometers of underwater habitat. This marine expanse supports over 600 coral species and more than 3,000 kinds of reef fish, making it the richest coral ecosystem on the planet. Raja Ampat alone boasts the highest coral diversity ever recorded in a single area. Indonesia's reefs outsize the entire Caribbean in both area and species count, but this living treasure faces mounting threats from bleaching, overfishing, and pollution. The future of these vibrant underwater worlds hangs in the balance. Number 2, Indonesia's rainforests still blanket nearly half the country, covering about 88 million hectares, from the swamps of Sumatra to the highlands of Papua. This immense green canopy holds some of the world's richest biodiversity, rivaling the Amazon and the Congo in both sheer scale and ecological importance. Orangutans, Sumatran tigers, and thousands of unique plants and insects find refuge under these trees. But this living treasure is vanishing fast. Satellite data shows Indonesia loses nearly 1 million hectares of forest every year, driven by logging, agriculture, and fire. The fate of these forests is global. They store vast amounts of carbon, regulate climate, and support millions of people and species. Every patch lost is a blow not just to Indonesia, but to the entire planet. And finally, in first place, Lawrence National Park stands as a world in miniature, covering nearly 2.4 million hectares from the lowland mangroves of Papua all the way to glaciers atop 5,000-meter peaks. Within its borders lie rainforests, alpine tundra, and even equatorial ice, an altitudinal sweep found nowhere else on Earth. As Southeast Asia's largest national park and a UNESCO site, Lawrence gathers Indonesia's wildest extremes into a single protected expanse, reminding us that one country can hold the planet's most astonishing diversity in a single stretch of land. Across all 10 entries, one truth emerges: Indonesia's geography thrives on extremes. Islands, volcanoes, rainforests, and reefs collide here like nowhere else. This wild diversity shapes not just the land, but the lives and futures of millions. Indonesia isn't just a country, it's a world unto itself.